Andy Muschietti is a idiot. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'm sorry that I had to open it like this. But anyway, this is another case of copium, another case of blaming pretty much fans, the audience, and it never fares well for them in the long run. It just doesn't end well at all. If anything, it hurts their careers. This is the number one cardinal sin of anybody who's in Hollywood and who's trying to make it big, who's trying to promote their material and whatnot. You get what I'm trying to say here. But anyway, the Flash director reveals why he thinks the movie is his movie flopped, and it's gonna get like pretty good. This is like this is a real doozy, and we're gonna talk about it. My God, you're not gonna believe as to why he talked about why his movie failed. And honestly, I have counter arguments to pretty much put this guy in his place. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it right now. The Flash director reveals why he thinks the movie flopped, and this is gonna get good, guys. Andy Muschietti, who directed the 2023 movie The Flash, recently expressed his thoughts on why the movie flopped at the box office. The Flash was considered the closing chapter of DC's extended universe before the universe went through a reboot under James Gunn and Peter Safran. Despite a stellar cast, the movie bombed, making it one of the biggest superhero movie failures. Andy Muschietti said his film flopped because people just don't care about the Flash. Andy, you are so wrong about this, because people do care about the Flash. You know why people didn't like your movie, and you know why your movie bombed? It's because your movie had bad writing all over the place. That's why your movie bombed. In fact, people do care about the Flash so much that the show from the CW was a major success. It was a critically acclaimed series. Yes, it got a little worse down the later seasons, but still, I'd take that show over this movie any day. Even a horrible episode from The Flash, I'd watch those over this movie any day. And people cared about The Flash that way because the writing was good. And also, the Flash comic books. I collect the Flash comic books. I think the Flash comic books are really good. I read the Flash. People do care about the Flash. I'm one of those people that do care about it. Oh, then you could probably say, oh, not enough people care about the Flash. A lot of people care about the Flash. The Flash is a freaking awesome superhero. The Flash is like God tier when it comes to superpowers. And I think the Flash is just one of those characters that people just underestimate so much. So yes, people do care about the Flash. There's hard evidence talking about, showing as, people caring about the Flash. So you can't make a ridiculous claim like that. Let's go ahead and move on with the article. Director Andy Muschietti appeared on the Del Cosa show, by Radio 2, where he opened up about the Flash and its failure to captivate audiences. Made a massive budget of $200 million, Muschietti asserted that the Flash turned into a flop because it failed to attract the different demographics of moviegoers. He expressed that the superhero movie didn't succeed among all the other reasons because it wasn't a movie that appealed to all four quadrants: male over 25, male under 25, female over 25, female under 25. It failed at that. Director Froden noted, when you spend $200 million making a movie, Warner Brothers wants to bring even your grandmother to the theaters. I found in private conversations that a lot of people just don't care about the Flash as a character, particularly the two female quadrants. All of that is just the wind going against the film, I've learned. Flash was able to generate immense hype of its star cast before its release. The cast of the movie includes Ezra Miller as Barry Allen, Ben Affleck in his final Batman appearance, Michael Keaton returning as Batman, Tasha Kal as Supergirl. The superhero movie also had many surprise cameos from stars like George Clooney, Nicolas Cage, and more. However, upon its release, The Flash bombed at the box office. According to the Box Office Mojo, although The Flash opened with over $55 million at the box office, it managed to earn only about $207 million worldwide throughout its theatrical run. On Rotten Tomatoes, the movie earned a score of 63% on Tomato Meter, while on the Popcorn Meter, it got 82%. Despite average ratings, it struggled to make significant impact on the audience. Wow, that's just sad. Now, there's a lot of things that were wrong with this movie. Let's talk about all the bad press that came before the release of this movie. And well, if you may be wondering, what bad press are you talking about? Well, I've made several videos covering about the Ezra Miller incidents that's happened before the release of the movie. Ezra Miller couldn't have possibly done more damage to his career and his future movies coming out because of what he was going through, what he was doing basically out in public. He was assaulting people. He was committing breaking and enterings, and he was also allegedly he kidnapped a child, and he with the assaulting people, he choked women, he bashed people with chairs, he did a lot of stuff. And you know what? He got a slap on the wrist. I think he got like about a $500 fine and community service. And I can't remember how many hours of community service. Most people, because he falls in the checkbox, if you know what I mean, like the whole LGBT thing, whatever, because he falls under that checkbox, he got that little slap on the wrist. Had it been anybody else who didn't fall in those checkboxes, those politically correct checkboxes, those social justice checkboxes, whatever you want to call it, they would have gotten like they would have gotten the book thrown at them, if you know what I mean. Also, because of all those things that he's done, and the abysmal piss poor CGI that's in that movie, you watch it, it's like you can't believe this movie was made in 2023, 2024, because it's garbage. This movie sucks. The movie came out in like to streaming, I think literally about, I want to say 3 weeks to 4 weeks later, almost a month that was in theaters, it came to streaming right away. That's how bad the movie is. But I'm glad that at least the director of the movie recognizes that the movie was bad. However, he's recognizing the film is bad for the wrong reasons. People do care about the Flash. The Flash is a very interesting character. He's really powerful. He's just awesome. But if you are going to adapt a Flash series or a Flash movie, at least have good writing with interesting characters. That's pretty much it. And I guarantee you anybody will watch it, including myself. But with all that being said, you let me know your thoughts. Do you think Andy Muschietti is playing the victim and he's just pointing the finger and blaming everybody else for his failures? Do you think this, or do you think that I'm wrong with the way I'm looking at this, or whatever? And did you think the Flash sucked, or did you like the Flash movie? You let me know. Comment down below. As always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on the notifications so y'all don't miss anything, and dislike the video if you did. And I will see you all in the next comic panel.